human face. You must be part of the rebellion. I was running through the woods when I heard the explosion above me. Bits and pieces started falling from the sky. I was nearly crushed by a metal grate that landed a few paces from me. If you look around, you'll see the debris everywhere. You're the only person I saw fall out of the sky, though. What do you mean? You don't know where you are? You're in Sirid, the heartland of the Aliad Empire. My friends call me Ovidius. I was a slave at Vindassel until I was freed. Yes, that's where I was until the rebel soldiers stormed in. I was one of the first slaves to escape. The soldiers are still fighting. Go and help them. Yes, I heard rumors of a former slave called Al-Ish is leading. I didn't think it was true until soldiers stormed Vindassel and started. She's the supposed leader of the rebellion. I only. Goodbye, sir.
If you're here to help, then free any slaves that you find and execute any Aliad soldiers who refuse to surrender. Otherwise, stay out of our way.
please!
Thank you for your assistance in liberating Vindasel. She's our leader, and the leader of the slave rebellion. Alicia is freeing slaves throughout Sirod. Her rebellion grows stronger by the day, and the end of alien rule is only a matter of time. I've been growing this beard in preparation for a journey into Skyrim. May the Eight guide your way.
Lord Crusader, I knew you would eventually end up here. My, am I glad to see you. And you'll never believe who else is also eager to see you. I saw Gareth's portal implode and pull you into it. Shortly after, I was pulled in as well. I ended up near Vindicel. Some Elysian soldiers had just started a raid on Vindicel. The captain spotted me, and that's how I ended up here, in Fanakaseko. You won't believe this, but it's Saint Alicia herself. She's also accompanied, but I'm sure the one you'd most want to meet is the one. I've told them about some of our adventures. Just remember not to reveal too much about the future. Especially... I've heard of such time portals, but thought they were impossible to create. But so were Oblivion Gates, until the Siege of Kvatch proved otherwise. Creating them requires an... since these priceless artifacts are destroyed with 8 First-Era Divine artifacts in one spot. I'm sure you figured it out already, but we're technically still in Tamriel. Gareth's portals... This is the actual year that White Gold Tower was captured by Alicia's slave rebellion. As a student of First-Era history, but at the same time, I don't know what he plans to do. But if he changes the course of history, it could be catastrophic for the Septim Empire as we know it.
They say that a...
Welcome, Crusader. I have long foreseen your arrival here today, and sense that you have an important role in events to come. Yes, as a slave, I prayed to the Aedra for liberation from the aliens. My prayers were answered in the form of 3 visions, of things to come. The 3rd vision was a harbinger, Pelinal's arrival. While this has come to pass, part of the vision has long perplexed me. For in the vision, Pelinal's every action was shadowed by a mortal clad in the same armor, something I thought impossible. Yet, with your rediscovery of Pelinal's artifacts in a future era, and your arrival here today, my understanding of the 3rd vision is now complete. The aliens have enslaved our kind for too long. We are freeing slaves across Sirod, and they in turn are bolstering our numbers. For every slave that you free, we will pay you a reward of 200 gold. For freeing the slaves, you have... For every slave that you free, I sense that you will play an important role in future events. But before you can, you must restore that which grants you powers from the 8. Only by recovering, repairing, and then reconsecrating, you are in possession of all 8 of the Crusaders' relics. You must seek the aid of both Morihaus and Pelinal. May the 8 guide your way.
So you're the one they call the Divine Crusader a few thousand years from now, eh? You dug my armor out of the ground, and then fought Umaril in a dream. That doesn't make you a hero in my book. You'll want to repair my armor and weapons after they've been buried in the ground for a few thousand years and then burned by magic fire. I hope you have plenty of time. The technology to repair them won't be available for a few thousand years. And even if you found a way to repair them, these armor and weapons were blessed by the Eight, and they only bother with a worthy hero like me. If you can somehow repair the relics, and are deluded enough to try talking to the gods, then be my guest. You'll find the Shrine of the Eight, hidden behind a waterfall west of Sard, and there you can pray to your heart's content. But I can tell you now that they're not fond of silly little mortals with delusions of grandeur. Don't blame me if they ignore you, or worse. She is known as the Slave Queen, for she has forged alliances with the rebel Aliad kings, the Needs, with her unbroken string of
Greetings, Lord Crusader. I've heard much about you from your friend. It is both an honor and a marvel. Pelinal is always boasting that his armor and weapons are from the future. Yet I know that he traveled extensively. It will be worth your while to talk to him. As for reconsecrating them, I am Morehouse, the first breath of man. I was granted the Nordic power. She is known by many names. Another title was Paravant, meaning first of its kind. But as her lover and consort, I knew her as Paravant. He wants to stay far away from adventuring nowadays. But last I heard, he had settled down. Farewell, Lord Crusader.